Good morning, I'm meteorologist Zach Webster. The heat we saw during the weekend continues into the start of the week. Perhaps some weekend relief coming, and we'll take a look at the tropics with an update on that. Starting out as usual here at Fairhope Pier, and like we've seen the past several days, those cumulus clouds once again beginning to bubble over Mobile Bay. Temperature of 88 degrees with calm winds. Flag doing just a little bit of moving there anytime it picks up a little bit of a breeze. Onto the satellite and radar. Tropical Depression Florence is still out here, still spinning over parts of Tennessee and Kentucky. And then down along the Florida Panhandle and into Baldwin and Mobile counties, we see a line of showers and storms that has just formed. We'll zoom in on that and play this forward, and we'll get a closer look at this line of storms here about 10:30. This line of storms popped once again over the Florida Panhandle, through Pensacola, through Gulf Shores, and into parts of coastal Mobile County. You should see more of those storms pop throughout the day. The heat is on 95 degrees. Heat advisory is in effect until 6 p.m. tonight. Looking at heat indices possibly in the upper 100s to maybe lower 110s. Make sure you're being very careful. Avoid outdoor activities if you have to through the afternoon. And if you do have to be outside, make sure you're taking in a lot of fluids. Those storms beginning to, will continue to pop through the afternoon. Otherwise, pretty hot day out there. Wind out of the southwest at 5 miles an hour. Temperatures around the area today shows that the heat definitely in place. 98 in Jackson and Lucedale, 94 in Daphne. A little bit cooler along the coast. They see a little bit of relief. 90 in Destin, 93 in Pensacola, 89 in Gulf Shores, and 93 in Pascagoula. The sun goes down. We see just a little bit of relief here. 70 in Greenville, 72 in Evergreen, 71 in Jackson, 76 in Daphne. The coast stays just a little bit warmer here. 76 in Destin and Pensacola, 78 in Gulf Shores, and 77 in Pascagoula. For tonight, those storms clear out and the temperatures do fall off a little bit. However, 75, still pretty mild for an evening temperature this time of year. Wind out of the south at 5 miles an hour, and otherwise very clear night. For tomorrow, it's a lot of the same as today, just a little bit cooler at 93 degrees. The heat does return. We might be looking at another heat index, or excuse me, a heat advisory for tomorrow. That's those scattered storms once again form. Wind out of the south at 5 miles an hour. Temperatures around the area tomorrow once again shows the heat definitely in place. 94 in Daphne, Atmore, Evergreen, 96 in Jackson, 95 in Lucedale, 96 in Biloxi. Once again, like we keep seeing, a little bit cooler along the coast, 90 in Gulf Shores, and 93 in Pascagoula. Now, a week ago, the tropics were pretty active. We had 3 different named storms and even a disturbance out here in the Caribbean that was forecasted to move into the Gulf of Mexico and maybe become a named system. That never happened. Fast forward a week later, it's pretty quiet out here again. What's left of Florence is out here spinning over parts of Kentucky and Tennessee, and right over here is what's left of Tropical Depression Joyce. And out here in the Caribbean, this little disturbance here is what's left of what was at one point Hurricane Isaac. Reformation of this into a tropical system looks pretty low for the next day and even out toward 5 days. So the tropics definitely starting to quiet down after a very, very active week we had last week. For the next 3 days, the heat slowly begins to taper off. 95 here on Monday, 93 on both Tuesday and Wednesday, with those rain chances around 20 to 30%. Lows in the lower to mid 70s. That trend will pretty well continue through the rest of the week and into the weekend. The rain chances do begin to go up Friday and into Saturday at 40%, with the temperatures falling off into the lower 90s. Temperatures in the evenings once again remaining in the lower to mid 70s. Be sure to like us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter at Atmocenter and Atmocenter USA. I'm meteorologist Zach Webster. Thanks for watching.